His Royal Majesty welcomes you all to his anniversary ball. We will now admit his honored guests. Announcing Lord Arthur of House Pembroke, first of his name and brother to the king. And guest. Announcing Lord Rutterbridge of House Gamford, first of his name and nephew to the king. And guest. Announcing Sir Gavin Jocamus Dunwald of House Bevington, third of his name, Lord Protector of the Commonwealth and undercover assassin for the king. And guest. Announcing Sir Thomas T-Bone Harrington of House Cornwall, eighth of his name, winner of Mr. Congeniality at the Battle of Wedgemore, and footman to the family whose daughter delivers milk to the castle, which presumably is drunk by the king. And guest. Announcing the Right Honorable Caterina Francesca Toforia Falafalafalafalafa Boop of House Buford, the 27th of her name, cousin to the niece of the nephew of the niece's nephew's niece, who once sat at the same table as the king, though not at the same time. And guest. Announcing Lady Antebelle Bottoms Up in Arms Deal or No Deal With It Isn't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings and Here She Is, the 23rd and a half of her name, of House Divided Against Itself Cannot Stand, sister to the shoemaker next to the coffee house 4 doors down from the woman who once rode on a horse across the street from the Duchess of Pemberley Rastinowitz, who at one time received a strange letter from a man who said he was the king. Though he was later found to be lying and homeless and dead. And guest. Announcing Signor Ricardo Martinez Felicis living la vida loca in como te llamas in la biblioteca y Gloria Estefan y Penelope Cruz of House J-Lo. The -7th of his name, distant acquaintance of a man who once restrung the tennis racket of the Duchess of Winchester-Shireton's horse's stable boy's purported Secret Santa's best friend's college roommate's quote-unquote girlfriend, even though they were never technically together, who has absolutely no connection to the king. And guest. Announcing Dave, who was not invited and will therefore be executed by the High Executioner Anthony Augustus Romero. And guest.
Well, my royal name is the dishonorable Nathaniel Reginald Beardington, first of his name of the house whatever cardboard box that guy lives in because he looks homeless. So it's not a great name, but haven't we all seen medieval or fantasy movies where people were announced as the Honorable So-and-so, or maybe you've seen courtroom dramas or been in an actual courtroom where the judge is referred to as Your Honor. Well, what does it take to be considered honorable? Well, I wouldn't know, because look at me. Only kings and queens and important people get to be Your Honor, but last week we started a new series where we're looking at the one another commands in the Bible, which are things written by early followers of Jesus that teach us how to treat one another like Jesus did. Because followers of Jesus are called to treat people, not how they deserve to be treated or how they treat us, but as Jesus treated us. So last week we learned about how we should respect one another. And respect is about treating every person we meet as if they matter because they matter to God. So this means we don't call people names or treat them like they're less than human because every person matters because every person matters to God. Well, today we're going to take respect to the next level by learning how to honor one another. Honoring someone is about treating someone as if they are more important than you. Honor is about treating someone as if they had high value, almost as if they were royalty. So this means that your annoying brother or sister isn't a jerk or a loser. They are the honorable, annoying little sister from the house, the room next to mine. Or something like that, I don't know. Respect means that I treat people how I want to be treated. But honor means that I treat them like they're more important than me. See, I serve my teacher who gets on my nerves. I let that kid in class who can't ever shut up go in line before me. I come home from a busy day at school and I ask my mom, how can I help you today? Before I ask what she can do for me, I ask, what can I do for her? Why? Because I honor them. I treat them like royalty. Now you may be thinking, yeah, but they don't deserve it. I mean, have you met the people in my life? These aren't exactly kings and queens I'm dealing with. And I get you feel that way, but the reason we do this isn't because people deserve it. We do it because this is what Jesus did for us. Look at this one another command from the Bible. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus, who, being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant. Jesus, the ultimate royalty, king of the universe, chose to come to earth, giving up his kingliness, and acted like a servant. Because you and I deserve to be served by the king of the universe? No, but because he honored us. He treated us as if we were the kings and queens. And we have been called to do the same for one another. So today in your groups, talk about how you can honor everyone in your life, and then we'll move on.